One core press in 2017, that'll be 3,500 leons for one core press. That same one core press day, now that's 17,000 leons. 3,500 to 17,000. When I was a bit maths, when I'm going to say it's over 500% increase in the price of rice. Fish, smoked fish, where you go buy in the market. In 2007,
That then dry fish then.
dry fish, yes. In 2007, that'd be 5,200 for 1 kilo. Now, that same fish day, at 26,000, 500% increase. 500% increase. Palm oil. In 2017, 1 liter per mile. 1 liter per mile. That'd be 5,500 leons. Today, 1 liter per mile, that's 27,000 leons. Again, 500%. You know, they get a pattern. Everything they go up 500% plus. You take beef, 1 kilo beef in 2017, that'll be 14,500. And they talk all thing in oleos. And they give all the One cup press in 2017, that'll be 3,500 leons for one cup press. That same one cup press day, down at 17,000 leons. 3,500 to 17,000. When I was a bit maths, when I'm going to say it's over 500% increase in the price of rice. Fish, smoked fish, where you go buy in the market. In 2007,
that then dry fish then.
Dry fish, yes. In 2007, that'd be 5,200 for 1 kilo. Now, that same fish day, at 26,000, 500% increase. 500% increase. Palm oil. In 2017, 1 liter per mile. 1 liter per mile. That'd be 5,500 leons. Today, 1 liter per mile, that's 27,000 leons. Again, 500%.
All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good afternoon. Any side where you find yourself this wonderful Saturday. They greet you from the Unifier Hour radio station. That's Unifier Hour solemnly dedicated for the Unifier, Dr. Richard Conte. We want for greet una this evening. We want for say una duo with people who they watch we una kushe, una good evening. Any side way you they watch from right now, we want for greet you, we want for appreciate you. Also, we want you as you they watch we, whether if you they watch we YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere where they watch we just want for ask you for one favor. As you they watch, we want you let you continue for share and like this program. You go able to see this program on YouTube, you go able to see it on Facebook, you go able to see it on TikTok, you go able to see it on all the Unifier Hours them. We want let you we want to encourage you for let you please like this show, share the show to your party them, to your people them, to your family, to anybody so that we will get a lot and lot of views. Also, remember you the watch we, not to just for watch we. We want to make you follow it, make you subscribe, follow we Facebook channel, subscribe now we YouTube channel. If you subscribe, you like and you follow it, anytime where the Unifier Hour they come on, you they get notification. And that notification they immediately tell you, say yes, the Unifier they on live. We there this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whatever time usa you day. We want to can examine some of the most pressing political and economic issue then currently where they affect we country Sierra Leone. Some of those things that we can discuss today, they're not new. The Unifier leader, Dr. Richard Conte, they on Weird every Wednesday and they talk about their issue there. So what we can do right now, we pretty much do what they call paraphrase. We can dive into some of the issues them where Dr. Richard Conte don't talk about, where they affect with political and economic ground right now. So their issue there, so now then we want for can discuss. We just want for can add more of the ingredients into whatever Dr. Richard Conte be don't talk about. So if you didn't answer today, you watch you know there by accident, you there because you want for your waiting the Unifier Hour get for you. So we want for say thank you very much for joining we, and as we they wait for some of the panelists them, I also want for on behalf of the Unifier Hour, we they facing some challenges when a technology issue, but we get the IT person within at the background we they try right now for fix some of their challenges that so where they go through. But let that not discourage you. Technology not so ide. You where they deal with technology on a daily basis, you go really know say yes. Some of them things that okay happen. It's normal, not to anybody in fault. You can don't prepare about an hour ago, but for some reason you go just face one of the biggest challenges when it comes to technology. Either maybe your gadget need to work fine, or something with the internet, they download too much, they refocus. So those are common things when it comes to technology. So we believe say una go be patient with we as we they definitely then also they wait for some of we own panelists and follow them join me. But as then they make their way they come, I want you for make you understand one thing, that waiting we can talk about today. Now waiting we believe say Dr. Richard Conte where go be the next flag bearer for the APC and subsequently the next president for Sierra Leone by God in power. Now things that we believe in, now things that we didn't talk about, now things that we they criticize professionally and politically. So now some of them things are so we carry with now so today. So with that being said, I go on for invite we panelists them if they don't join. Let them introduce themselves to the public, to the global stage, the name, and so that let we go start this program. They say right now in no particular order, una can just come on, introduce yourself as una they come. Let we dive into this long 2-hour segment. Hopefully, we will able to get every issue addressed on this program today. So I want to say again, once again, una thank you very much for there. So today, Mina Jibril Koroma will be una host for the rest of this evening. I will invite the panelists them, let them introduce themselves.
One Press in 2017 That'll be 3,500 leons for one cup press. That same one cup press day, down at 17,000 leons. 3,500 to 17,000. When I was a maths, when I'm going to say it's over 500% increase in the price of rice. Fish, smoked fish, where you go buy in the market. In 2007,
that then dry fish them.
dry fish, yes. In two 2007, that'd be 5,200 for 1 kilo. Now, that same fish day, at 26,000, 500% increase. 500% increase. Palm oil. Palm oil. In 2017, 1 liter palm oil. 1 liter palm oil. That'd be 5,500 leons. Today, 1 liter palm oil, that's 27,000 leons. Again, 500%. You know, they get a pattern. Everything they go up 500% plus. You take beef. 1 kilo beef. In 2017, that'll be 14,500. And they talk all thing in oleos. And they give all the prices in oleos. Because waiting there with neighbor then do, they remove the 3 zeros for where they confuse we. So me, they talk all thing, I just assuming say that the old leons with the 3 zeros they did it back. Make we really appreciate what that happen.
So the price,
1
the
kilo.
price will look Italian.
LMD family. We want for welcome the Unifier, Dr. Richard Conte. Welcome, sir. We dey welcome you, the Unifier. We dey welcome Dr. Richard Conte. We dey welcome you. When I do go Falaba, we dey welcome you. We dey welcome you. We dey welcome you, the Unifier. We dey welcome Dr. Richard Conte. We dey welcome you. When I do go Falaba, we dey welcome you. You come on and you place, then you can and you place Dr. Richard Conte. You leave, you place, you can and you place Dr. Richard Conte. The mommy then say now you the want, the papa then say now you the choose, the youth man then say now you the let Dr. Richard Conte. I want to tell you about this man, the man where he stand for the rich and the poor. We no mix for tribalism, journalism. He say we all the one. We dey welcome you, the Unifier. We dey welcome you, Dr. Richard Conte. We dey welcome you. When I do go Falaba, we dey welcome you. We dey welcome you. We dey welcome you, the Unifier. We dey welcome you, Dr. Richard Conte. We dey welcome you. When I do go Falaba, we dey welcome you.
Richard Conte, Inisene. Gonna do good Jamaloko, Inisene, Richard Conte, Inisene. Falaba, Jamaliko. Allah Haji Rapiki. Dr. Richard Gombe Nara.
DJ Sion on the beat.
Ngbe Nara, Nara, Igbe Nara, Sierra Leone, Gombe Ngbe Nara, Konya Mali, Agasoto, Awari se Narangoma. Election nakui, Matana Tunyan Falari, Grinyagi, Atanara, Amosiga Maireyoi, Sierra Leone Nafanyama, Konya Mali, Chakonte, Konya Mali, Konya Mali, Chakonte, Konya Mali. Fala bakane, Madinara, Richard Conte Mali, Akasoto, Awari se Narangoma, Kasoto Aminina Mayon Roma, Yaluka Yambara Sabati, Sosoku Imbara Sabati, Barikana Afora, Enya Mali, Naka Enya Mali, Enya Yiti Abuma, Enya Sopoti, Awari se Narangoma, Richard Conte, Amagodo Biringa, hey, this is for you. APC for me, APC for we all know. Inside Mama Salon, Dr. Richard for you, Dr. Richard for me, Dr. Richard for we all know. Inside Mama Salon, it's about time we for focus. It's about time we for white.
DJ Sion on the beat.
Avno Salo, Dr. Richard Conte by Sabe Sangino. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono, Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono, Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono, Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono, Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Pakuro Popsi Kaoli Quran, Pakuro Popsi Kaoli Bible. Powura Mafido Agama Popsi, Antamna Baisho, Ayagabo. Oh yeah, Oba Gane, Dr. Shorananga, and Oba Tabanese. Pekoro Katelang is from Antarago. Pekoro Menicatelang is from Antarago. When Antarago, Antarago. Pekoro Timnagatelang is from Antarago. When Pekoro Logo Gatelang is from Antarago.
Mama Baga Suta, Mama Baga Tumba Episode, only for free. Mama Baga Suta, Mama Baga Tumba Episode, only for free. Okay, check out the only for free. I got a media, only for free. Oh, yes, I got a palette, only for free. Yes, I never watch me, Ochima from Mongan of a Kamafra, but I didn't go. Okay, check out the more, come with my soul.
Busy kono Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. Yeah, Kaska busy kono, busy kono Marita Batuko. Dr. Richard Conte Akolo. gas can you busy kono orum can you busy kono marita batoko Dr. Chakwatia Makolo Kangli Kapede can you busy Kangli Kapede Kangli Kapede Tamna election Kangli Kapede Richard Quaten Chepa Kangli Kapede Modo Boton Chepa Kangli Kapede Modo Kenima Chepa Kangli Kapede Tobu Botman Babuja Kangli Kapede Modo Kaila Chepa Kangli Kapede Lokono Chepa Kangli Kapede Tatomonu God Tatomonu IBC Sabayo Tatomonu God Tatomonu IBC Sabayo Sababataka Kanta Fangi Abrabataka Sababataka Kanta Fangi Abrabataka Dr. Richard Abrabataka and then I capi Abrabataka and God Watalo Subrabataka and God of Kenny Subrabataka God of Alaba Abrabataka Tango Lily
Feature down growth on the mic. Time for the change. Together we rise. One voice, one lead, one future. Dr. Conte, ABC got the answer. Together to change, we gon' move as one. Dr. Conte the lead, so the fight goes on. ABC stand up, Unifier come. Hope for the people, bright for tomorrow don't come. Together to change, no turning back. La leader with the real, no beats up of slack. Unity, justice, progress in the track. Now we chat on it, we ride the wave back. From the street to parliament, we need it strong like monuments. Development main instrument, transparency, no accident. It's how the governance he don't show. He the fix system slow. Social justice see they glow. Now the people them they glow. We need better life, no more pain. He the promise economic gain. Youth them go get job again. Now the Unifier way clear the lane. Together to a space, we go move as one. Dr. Conte the lead, so the fight goes on. APC start down, the Unifier come. Oh, for the people, brighter tomorrow don't come. Together to a stage, we dey push from here. The vision is clean, no drama here. The nation go nice, we dey vote this year. It bring hope. Now the time for unite the people. Now we roll. Cut out the voice for the people. From Freetown go reach to the TikTok. Dr. Conte, we dey give you quick clap. Accountable with vision. Diplomatic precision. We dey fix the vision. Now leader with mission. No corruption, no confusion. The bring solution, not illusion. But they get diffusion. To rise the nation like revolution. Together for say, raise your hand up high. For the Unifier, we go touch the sky. Dr. Conte, we know, say you no go lie. And you go make salo amplify.
It's Mega Man Production, baby.
Siauna orebio, wana orebie. Don't get to my ado orebie, my ado orebie. Bonege orebio, my ado. I don't get to my ado orebie, my ado orebie. Wana orebio, my ado. I don't get what I read orebie, my ado orebie. Apande bawa ogolo bawa, ubali na galona. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali na galona. No balola de ke bawa lona no wabio. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali na galona. No balola de ke bawa lona no wabio. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali na galona. Kina no balo hime ke bawa lona o baby. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali na galona. Kina sabe o no balola ke bawa lona no wabio. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali na galona. Ke bawa nga dunia ke bawa lona no wabio. Apande ogolo bawa, no bali lina ngalo bisia una orebio wana orebie e anoga e tolomaya do orebie maya de orebie odege orebio maya anya noga tolomaya do orebie maya de orebie wana orebio maya e anoga wa dai orebie maya de orebie dije sayo no bwa lo labi ke bawa london do wa bi o no bawe no kwali na ngalo Princesse no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo Joseph Kane no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo Toli onge no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo Asafa no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo Otiseje no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo Otisise no boa lo labi ke bawa lona ndungwa biu apanga no bawe no kwali na ngalo
Local produce in the production of the alcohol without compromising quality. So they begin use sorghum for making the alcohol. The advantage is that the sorghum growers also beget a ready market, and brewery go from a net loss institution to a net profit institution. I do the same for flour mill. I find out say you can use cassava for mix with wheat, and you will still make the flour where you know they compromise the quality. So in the local content policy I've been talking about, we allow them for use cassava and mix them with the wheat. So they reduce the cost of importation of wheat, they reduce therefore the cost of production, and it translates into a reduction in the price of the flour, and then go from a net loss institution to a profit-making institution. I do the same for cement. For them, they also need a law where they allow them for use granite for Adam to the things that they import for make cement and Sierra Leone without compromising quality. And secondly, they also need light, because the power, the grid, not be connected to the cement factory. So I go to President, we direct the Ministry of Energy for me to connect them to the grid, and then they use local content law for begin use granite for make the cement plus what they import. And for the first time ever in the history of Sierra Leone, when I was Minister of Trade, the price for a bag of cement moved from 40,000 to 37,000. I'll stop there. Thank you very much. Money, I convinced the boss. We take $4 million available where we give out as loans to small and medium enterprises at 5% per annum. 5% per annum with a 3 months grace period. And that loan benefits many of we traders through their various associations. Call it Abacha 1, Abacha 2, Petit Traders, Traders Union, Rubimbe Traders, etc. Okada Riders, you name them. And so the idea then was that, like Swazi, they were able to go buy equipments, come to Sierra Leone, use the gold and other things, and make the chains, the bracelets, the rings, not to rocket science. But with the over $100,000 equivalent, what we give them, if they be one for do that, they were able to do that. The cassette sellers, they were able to bring in the machines and improve upon that. The traders for able go to China, go to Dubai, go buy and come and distribute to themselves. Unfortunately, I be left the ministry shortly after that, and the rest is history. Of things we I do just as Minister of Trade, and I only spent 2 years in that ministry. I've been taken to cabinet a paper where I find out say Sierra Leone all tend to say don't already the bank. But then I also see say all tend to export. They export fish, they export timber, they export diamonds, they export other things. I said, well, the minerals not in my purview. But the fish, the timber, the half thing there, they in my purview as Minister of Trade and Industry. And every year we issue export licenses. So I go in a cabinet with the paper for say, anybody where we give license for export, next year, when they come for renewal, if we provide evidence for say where it be export, it be repatriate some of the money into we local commercial banks. Then they be for able to attract foreign exchange in we commercial banks. But unfortunately, I felt any cabinet decides say, let we not only stop at those local produce, but we extend them. Of Trade and Industry, the price of fuel for the average Sierra Leonean did not change from 4,500. That's why I keep up for the entire 2 years. When they say we could do full pass-through, instead I introduced a 2-tier pricing formula. One formula for rest of mankind, where they keep the price for we at the 45%, and another price for the mining companies, the large businesses, and the embassies. Interestingly, those businesses were consuming over 70% of the fuel. So whereas me and you, they pay 4,500 for the fuel, those big companies were paying 5,400. And I introduced that policy because I've been convinced, say, there is no reason why we will subsidize the mining companies for when they take minerals in this country can go. I don't be seeing the reason. We be need for ensure say they pay the full price by government for subsidize them. And at that time, when I introduced that law, it will cost government over $70 million for just subsidized mining companies and large businesses every year for just fuel. So I introduced that policy and it worked. Fuel was in good supply all over the country, same price all over the country, the same person they pay at Freetown and they pay at Geneva. Sector. And we did, and then we get approval from cabinet. But as I say, shortly after that, I left government. The rest is history. Everything I don't do, from the time where I did in the Ministry of Finance, to Ministry of Trade, to Ministry of, to Chief of Staff, whether they call Chief Minister now, being born out of a deep conviction and understanding of waiting needs for be done for make a difference to the country Sierra Leone. And I take advantage of every opportunity where I get for make that happen. And that is why I'm saying, when we choose a leader for Sierra Leone, we not choose somebody we not get experience, we not get track record, we not battle tested, where we not see it, how he don't perform in office, we will give you the confidence, say, if you get the responsibility, you will get them. I said, make it not be like Kisi Road. What did they sell there? Second-hand electricals there. They say buy no test. Make it not be buy no test. Let us not go take a leader where we don't get the opportunity yet for test them. So if I want to continue talking about all the different policies and actions we are taking in 2 years in the Ministry of Trade, even the issue of fuel pricing, we will get a situation wherein the price of fuel be erratic. I will tell you.
Thank you very much, Gunther, for where you present me. And I want to start by thanking the progressives and all of those people who worked tirelessly together to make this day a reality. I did not actually come to America to come and read the speech of President Nkrumah. No. I decided to come to America because these young guys wanted to ensure that the legacy of a great man is not lost. So since I am one of his mentees, I decided to come. I said I have to be here because there cannot be a better platform for me to come and publicly acknowledge the role that President Nkrumah played in some of our lives. And I want all of us intending flag bearer aspirants to note that what we are going to ride on is not our personal effort. It's not our personal titles. It's not what we have done or not done. We are all going to ride on the legacy of Ernest Bai Koroma and the APC. If Ernest Bai Koroma had not done well, then there will be no chance for APC to come back. The only reason why we all believe that we have to come back and we will come back is because the APC did very well yesterday under the leadership of His Excellency, former President Ernest Bai Koroma. So when yesterday I was contacted and a speech was sent to me, I said, wow, what an acknowledgement of reality. And I straight away responded and said, sir, I feel honored, I feel humbled, and I'm obliged to read the speech. So here is the speech. But before I read his speech, I want to just acknowledge my colleagues who are aspiring to be flag bearers of the party. I want to acknowledge my sister who has already offered me the running mate position when she becomes the flag bearer. How I answer them. So I told my colleagues that I've already come very close. I'm now running mate. So I'll just jump to the next one. I want to also acknowledge Mohammed Mahmoud. Please come. I want to acknowledge Basi Kamara. I want to acknowledge Sori Salaman Sise. And I want to acknowledge Sophia. Where are you? Please come. The reason why I am inviting my colleagues to come forward is for you to know that in the APC, we all are one. Yes, sir. there are no differences amongst us. When one of us, including the others who are not here, one of us will be the next flag bearer for the All People's Congress Party. And when we have that flag bearer, my expectation and my appeal to my colleagues is that we all support that person so that APC wins. And when APC wins, we all win. When APC wins, Sierra Leone wins. When APC wins, there will be no loser. And I want to assure you that when Richard Conte wins, there's a role for all of you. You can take your seats, please. I want to just also acknowledge my colleague with whom I worked as Minister of Trade and Industry. Babinti, please stand. Babinti was my colleague in the Ministry of Trade, and we got along so well. Let me share one joke. You know, in the Ministry of Trade, the minister and the deputy used one bathroom. And I always joke with Babinti. I said, and one day I get for lock remote for you. Then we the minister and the deputy, that's but anyway, we had a very good time, and I see the young man who is now a grown-up man. I'm happy to see you here again. And please, Babinti, I always have respect for you, and I will always cherish the years we spent together in trade. I see here some former members of parliament who are here today. I want to acknowledge Brown, and where is your other colleague? There was another guy. Okay. Shosoya. He was here. Shosoya is there. I want to acknowledge his presence here. And I want to also acknowledge the presence of the former Deputy Mayor of the municipality of Freetown. I also see in our midst a lot of people who served in the Ernest Bankuruma administration. One of them here is the General Manager of Ports Authority. You know, I have one incident, I think a few days after his appointment, they came to my office one day. He has been spoon-fed into taking a particular position on an issue, and he was religiously pursuing it. The way he spoke, I knew he was ignorant. So after the session, I walked closely to him and said, Abu? He said, yes. Banga, why not you put inside fire? Not try for pull up. You think I go burn day. Not so, sir. I said, Banga, why no would I put inside fire? Not try for pull up. I think I go burn day. And when the matter was finally resolved, he said, Doc, now I know what you are talking about. Because sometimes in governance, there are very interesting challenges. But then you have to learn from it and become a better person. I also see my son, the substantive district chairperson for Kono district. This man was elected in absentia, and he has never gone back to occupy his position. Never Becky. Today I know why he never went to occupy his position. Sarah, don't tell me. I don't know. I also see my sister that served in the Ministry of Social Welfare. She's here. I also see the wife here of the former Deputy Minister of Mines, Abdulagnosi Koroma. And I want to just say thanks to all of my colleagues with whom we worked in government. But more importantly, if we say APC, it's because we have foot soldiers. The executives of the APC, the ones that sacrifice their time, their energy, their resources to make sure that APC survives. APC lives on. And guess what? None of them is paid. Have you ever stopped to check the amount of money they spend on tickets to just attend all APC events in America? And they go and book hotels? Have you thought of that? They are not on salary. I see Sophie here, your former president, today I had them calling you emeritus. So it means you have handed over to my son. That's the spirit. I see my son here, Kevin Toure. And when I call him my son, it's because I taught him in secondary school, I taught him at the university. So I contributed to making him what he is today. And I thank my God for that. I see my brother here, the veteran secretary. You know they go up now. What is the wait? And I see my own chapter president from Philadelphia. Where is Abu? Abu was around. I saw him. And I see my Washington. I'm also a member, you know, even though I'm not fully paid off. I'm not fully paid off. But I registered and put together. I see the former vice chair too for APC North America, Mimi is here. All of you work so hard to make APC still relevant in the scheme of things. And I want to acknowledge strong ladies. I really say they get a very interesting competition that you have for highly contested, for the deputy, to the running mates, to the next chairman. But that is democracy at work. At the end of the day, now one person get for win. And when the one person win, the always not win, they embrace them. So I want to congratulate my sisters, Baby Hajj and Claudia Temple. Just stand up and wave. I want to say, it's not a crime to be ambitious. It's not a crime to aspire. But whenever you aspire, just know that you will either win or you will lose. But when you win, hallelujah. When you lose, give praise to God and acknowledge the APC. Before I get into trouble, you know, I grew up with the husband of one powerful woman in APC North America. I eat dirty with a husband who ended up as a paramount chief of Konomaka chiefdom in the Cambia district. And this woman is today the women's leader for APC North America. I want to say I'm happy to see you here and I want to acknowledge your presence. I will be very religious in reading this speech. But please permit me at some point when we'll be talking about his legacy for me to speak concretely about those things I know that are not captured here. Because if we don't say it, nobody will say it for us. And for those of us who are part of it and believe in it and trusted the leadership President Nkrumah provided, if we don't say it here, so that you are also armed with what to say when you go somewhere else, then we are in trouble. Statement by His Excellency Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, former President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, on the U.S. launch of the book Legacy of Leadership, to be delivered by Dr. Richard Conte on 3rd October 2025. Not to me write more than President Nkrumah writer. Ladies and gentlemen of the All People's Congress, distinguished compatriots, friends of Sierra Leone. Now, Ibike de talk not to me. When the side come where they digress, I will talk. When I don't say not to talk. So when I read in the first person, that English and they teach you now they talk so. I want you to understand. I taught him English and geography. I taught him as an untrained and unqualified teacher, and as a graduate teacher, and then as a university lecturer. For some people, if I know that, chairman say, for buy book, not so. And actually, in this speech, at some point, President Nkrumah is going to require all of us here to buy the book. Or to be later more, then later I go read them. It fills me with great joy to join you, even if from afar, for this historic occasion, the launch of the book, Legacy of Leadership. First, let me thank the Council of Progressives and the young patriotic researchers who worked tirelessly on this project. I am particularly impressed that I did not have to commission them to do this work. They seized the initiative to do what is right. Even with that, they chose not to bother me about it. Suffice it to say that I had no idea such a work was underway until they had completed the work. What a pleasant surprise. And what an inspiring reminder that the APC family is full of selfless, dedicated comrades who continue to labor quietly but passionately for the good of party and ultimately for the good of Sierra Leone. But let me say this clearly. Tonight is not about me. I indicate the talk, not to me. It is not about one leader or one chapter. It is about something bigger, something enduring. It is about a party and indeed a people taking charge of their narrative, telling their own story, and celebrating their collective legacy. Let me repeat. But let me say this clearly tonight. It's not about me. It is not about one leader or one chapter. It's about something bigger, something enduring. It is about a party and indeed a people taking charge of their narrative, telling their own story, and celebrating their collective legacy. Legacy of leadership tells our journey together. The Free Healthcare Initiative, which gave women and children access to healthcare services. Now let me digress. If we have a specialist medical institution in Sierra Leone today, where our young doctors can specialize to become professional doctors and serving as surgeons and gynecologists and other specialists in Sierra Leone, it's because of the APC. We had the free healthcare program for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 5. Everybody thought it cannot happen. The APC did it. We even launched SLESHI, which was to have been a health insurance scheme that would have ensured that nobody would have the disadvantage of not having access to quality healthcare in Sierra Leone. And guess what? Our elderly above 65 years would have had free healthcare services for the rest of their lives. When APC came to power, we had less than 200 beds. In medical terms, when we say beds, just like hotels, it means places to admit patients, less than 200 in the country, the whole country put together. By the time we left office in 2018, we had thousands of bed spaces because we built hospitals all over for human rights and good governance across the spectrum. Nobody, not even journalists, were jailed in the entire 10 years of the Ernest Bai Koroma administration because of their views that they expressed. No. Women and youths were given opportunities unparalleled in the political history of Sierra Leone. Women and youths were given opportunities unparalleled in the political history of Sierra Leone. If you go to the appendix of this book, you will see the catalogue of positions that were given to women. And guess what? When, as Chief of Staff, I evaluated MDAs and ranked them based on performance, for the MDAs, the first 3 MDAs were MDAs headed by women. Even when I rated the ministers, actually, I'm the only Chief of Staff that ever dared to do that. But I did that because I believed that my boss wanted to ensure that even ministers are held accountable. And accountability starts with you delivering on the mandate given to you in your MDA. When I ranked the ministers, a female minister was among the top 3. And it's like, I believe in women. And on the economy, between 2013 to 2014, before Ebola struck, Sierra Leone was the fastest growing economy in the world under APC. We inherited an exchange rate of around 4,000 to the Leone. We left it at 7,000 to the Leone, to the dollar, sorry. Today, the exchange rate is 23,700 leones to the dollar. Under APC, when we left office, the minimum wage could buy you 3 bags of rice and change. The minimum wage of 600,000 could buy you then 3 bags of rice, because the bag of rice then was about 180,000. Because together with my sister there, Mabinti Darami, I remember when they were in 2012, they wanted to use rice to kick us out of government. We took steps and made sure we brought the price of rice down from 180 to 130. We did that when the 2 of us were working together in the Ministry of Trade, because we believe we summoned all of them to our office, and in one day we reduced the prices down and we got them to issue a statement to say this is the new price. But when you go to CTC, you will buy it at that price. Because we were able to analyze and discovered that the prices were artificial and they were exploitative. And as a government, we had to do something about that. The price of fuel when we were leaving office was 6,500 to the liter, or a liter of fuel. Today, it is 25,000. It had even gone up to 30,000 at some point. The inflation rate went to over 47% under this government. Throughout the reign of Ernest Bai Koroma, it was single digit. I am humbled that these achievements are remembered not as my personal story, but as our story. The story of a government that dared to believe in progress. To all who have purchased this book, thank you. To those who traveled to attend this launch, thank you. Your presence, and this is where you have to listen, those of you who are not properly dressed. Your presence, proudly in red, is a message of strength and unity that echoes far beyond this room. To the musicians and performers, Raga Spice, Tanadi Great, and the others, by turning this event into a festival of pride and solidarity, you remind us that politics is also about the spirit of a people determined to rise. And those who have not bought your copies, not to be talking about, and it's by Kobe carry that. And those who have not yet bought your copies, what are you waiting for? And he said I should smile. What are you waiting for? The copies are here. Go get your copy if you are proud of what we did together. So anybody who fails to buy a copy of this book today is not proud of the legacy of Ernest Bai Koroma. Not to be talking about writer. No doubt, my friends, this book is also a mirror for the present and a compass for the future. It shows us what we once had and perhaps what Sierra Leoneans painfully miss today. No doubt, my friends, I repeat, this book is also a mirror for the present and a compass for the future. It shows us what we once had and perhaps what Sierra Leoneans painfully miss today. Yes, reflect on the realities that confront our people. All are the consequences of division. What we are suffering today, as the Kurma says, are the consequences of division. And he quoted, quote unquote, he says, when brothers and sisters fight to death, a stranger inherits the estate. End of quote. When brothers and sisters fight to death, a stranger inherits the estate. So he said, he just said there should not be quarrels. There should not be differences. But there should come a time when better reason should prevail. And when better reasoning prevails, we have to look at the bigger picture. And that is what I believe we, the flag bearer aspirants, are resolved to ensure that it happens. That is what this unity brings. It hands over victory to others. That is how we lost power to the SLPP. That is what this unity brings. It hands over victory to others and leaves our people abandoned. By now, Everyone should have learned the hard lesson that unity is not an option. It is a duty. Every fight against each other weakens you. My colleagues, have you heard that? Every fight we fight against each other will weaken us. We are not enemies. Just because we are vying for the same position does not make us enemies. It just means that Sofian believes in himself more than he believes in Richard Conte. Basi believes in himself more than he believes in Richard Conte. The same for Howard. The same is that Sierra Leoneans easily forget. Have we all thought about what Wilkisi Road looks like? Have we all thought about what Beach Road looked like before APC? Have we all thought about what Spur Road looked like before APC? What Regent Grafton looked like before APC? What Wellington Masheka looked like before APC? What Kenema to Kailahu looked like before APC? How many days you had to trek? What Freetown to Guinea looked like before APC? What Freetown to Liberia looked like before APC? Have you all thought of that? All of those infrastructural projects were implemented by APC. And the only ones that SLPP is boasting of now, like the Moyamba Junction to Moyamba Road, is a project that APC left the money. It is not their money. The money was there. The same is true. In fact, President Nkrumah launched those projects before he left office. He was so sure that APC was going to continue in the implementation. The expansion of energy access that lit up homes, schools, hospitals, and marketplaces that had not seen electricity for over 30 years. Freetown was referred to as the darkest city in the world. Within 100 days, we were able to light up Freetown. The whole of Sierra Leone had a total installed capacity of less than 10 megawatts of power, the whole Sierra Leone. By the time we left office in 2018, we had over 300 megawatts of power, all because of Ernest Corona. And even the few solar parks that were completed in the reign of Maada Bio are projects for which the money was already sourced and every approvals obtained. It was just a matter of implementing them. Talk about Bumbuna, it was APC. We expanded Dodo. You know, one case in point, when Lunge was always having fire cuts, you remember at the airport what used to happen? APC, in addition to what was there, took three 2 megawatt machines, a total of 6 megawatts to Lunge, and also installed prepaid meters in all the homes in Lunge and at the airport, all in an effort to ensure that we have reliable and dependable power supply in Lunge. What did they do? They sacked all the old staff of NPA because they said they were APC. And in no time, they destroyed the 6 megawatts brand new machines. Worst of all, they now went to McKinney to forcefully remove a 1.65 megawatt machine. And in the process, they killed 6 people. At least 6 people died. They were killed after they had destroyed in a very short time 6 megawatts machines. That is the SLPP that we have. That is what we have to compare with the legacy of Ernest Bai Koroma. The water projects that brought clean pipe-borne water to hundreds of thousands of our people. If Muhammad Maliki were here, he will tell you that the government bought borehole machines and the government was going into communities to drill boreholes to provide clean drinking water for our people, because we realized and acknowledged that 70% of our diseases in Sierra Leone are waterborne. And so if you fix the water problem, you would have significantly contributed to preventing some diseases and therefore get Sierra Leone to enjoy its attendant benefits. The education reforms that gave young people a chance to dream and achieve. Under Ernest Koroma, all students, not some, all students in tertiary institutions in Sierra Leone, apart from the free education we enjoy in the primary and secondary school, in the public schools, all students going to tertiary institutions were subsidized by government at up to 75% of the fees. All. So when the fees were, for example, around 8 point something million, government actually paid over 6 million. And the only amount any student had to pay was about 2 million. Some of you here must have benefited from those subsidies. In addition to that, government gave grants in aid to deserving students across the country, regardless of your tribe, your region, or even your political party association. In addition to that, all girls that gained admission into universities, public universities, to study the sciences also received automatic scholarship, granted aid. In addition to that, every physically challenged that had gained admission into university also got automatic granting aid. And for us, you can go back and count the number of buildings in schools across the country under the Education for All, under NACSA and other projects that we are implemented by government during the 10-year rule of EBK. The justice sector reforms that increased the judiciary's physical coverage and ensured that indigent compatriots are granted access to free legal aid. But beyond that, I remember when I was development minister, we had a situation wherein if you go to the courts, you go sorry for the magistrates and the judges. Then go they write, they say they go take exam. We renovated the judiciary, brought in equipment, we went to their quarters, rebuilt more courthouses, bought them vehicles, and took steps to ensure that we reduced the long list of cases that went unattended. We believed in the reforms of the judiciary, and we believed that we needed a vibrant judiciary for our success. And the inclusive governance that made every Sierra Leonean feel valued, heard, and respected. The cabinets formed by Ernest Bai Koroma had representatives from all over the country. It is not like this current government, where over 95% of the cabinet appointees are from one tribe. That is not the Sierra Leone our forefathers envisaged. And the Nkrumah believed in one Sierra Leone and believed that every Sierra Leonean must be given an unfettered opportunity to actualize his or her own potentials within the confines of our country. Sierra Leone, I'm again digressing, on human rights. APC's government under Ernest Bai Koroma had triple those who do not wish you well. And the results are there for all to see. A nation bruised, a people yearning, a future uncertain. That is the reality we have in Mama Salon today. Time to learn. Now, time to reorganize with wisdom and humility is now. Time to be reminded that only in unity can you truly defend the people's welfare. Remember the words of Scripture. If a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand, quote unquote. If the APC is divided against itself, the APC cannot stand. Only a united APC can guarantee all of us victory. Bruised, a people yearning, a future uncertain. That is the reality we have in Mama Salon today. Time to learn is now. Time to reorganize with wisdom and humility is now. Time to be reminded that only in unity can you truly defend the people's welfare. Remember the words of Scripture. If a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand, quote unquote. If the APC is divided against itself, the APC cannot stand. Only a united APC can guarantee all of us victory. Yes, I may be away outside Sierra Leone. This is where I almost shed tears. But I'm a believer in the Lord, and I do not bear grudges. My heart has never left and will never leave. Not you, not our beloved country. And as Korea is saying, even though he's where he was not meant to be, but he wants us to know that he is with us. He will never leave us. He will never abandon us. Wherever I am, Sierra Leone lives in me. I therefore urge you also not to bear grudges. Do not bear grudges. Let go of the anger. Somebody has to run. Let go of the anger and work together for everyone's sake. The bigger picture, bro. Now you want to begin wrong? Now you can't force our help. Now you want to give a plumber. From most money, they can plumber we. Move on. Shake it off. Move on. It is tough. Make no mistake. But it is doable. Do it and feel the liberation in your heart and soul. And let this book legacy of leadership, celebrate the past, and rally you for the future. Let it remind everyone, every youth, every woman and man to recommit themselves to a shared vision of national progress, and that Sierra Leone still looks to you for hope. Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Sometimes it falls upon a generation to be great. You can be that generation. Let your greatness blossom." The Bible says, "Let the light shine through you, that people may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." Tonight, we are launching Volume 1, but we also look ahead to the second, more comprehensive Volume 2, and to the unwritten chapters of a stronger APC, a more hopeful Sierra Leone, and a people united in purpose. So as we celebrate, let us commit to unity, brothers and sisters. Let us commit to service, and let us commit to victory. And I digress, because in the struggles of the APC, there will always be victory.
Amen.
Not victory for its own sake, but victory that will restore dignity, opportunity, and pride.
To 2018, wetin be inspire you, wey make you bin comot say you na the person wey fit for lead una party, the APC, and contest for be president of Sierra Leone?
Yeah, thank you very much, Khadija. Actually, I not been contest in 2018. 2018, I not been contest, but in 2023, indeed, I contest. And the main reason why I've been decided for come back into active politics for the 2023 elections, that because after the 2018 elections, where APC lost to the SLPP, I find out say most of the colleagues, the comrades inside the APC be done so afraid, be done so paranoid, be done so traumatized by the loss that they virtually just give up. And at the time, I see how then they harass the APC people, then they burn their houses, then they rape some, then they torture some, then even they kill some. And I said, no. Something needs to happen. Somebody needs to come out and take these guys on. So the first challenge we are doing for do a national tour and go and visit with the people them in some of these areas where we suffer as a result of this loss. Where the only crime where they be commit now that then I be APC. So I go all over the southeast and some parts of the north. I engage with the people, I interact with the people, I see how they feel. I mean, in fact, on a few occasions on that journey, the police then intercept me, they say I don't proceed. But of course, I brave them through. I go every place where I intend for go. At the end of that survey, I come to the full conclusion, say, somebody needs to be there for the APC. Somebody needs to be there to stand for the APC. So I take it upon myself to begin take on the government on all issues, ranging from the midterm census to by-elections, to everything we get for do with the party in position. And even when they come with the COI, I've been decided to go on air and challenge them, even though I may not be one of the people that will be supposed for, what they say, I've been for answer questions before the COI. I take on these issues, and as I engage in these issues as the then head of the technical committee of the party, I gradually develop the interest to say, hey, Richard, maybe, just maybe, you need to go a step further and see how you can translate all of these your concerns and challenges into concrete steps to help make a difference in Sierra Leone. So I make up my mind at that time. I consult with my family, I consult with friends, both nationally and internationally. I consult with some leaders in the party and come to the conclusion. So I have to throw my heart into the ring so that I will bring to bear on this country the experiences where I don't gather from both the public and the private sector, and even internationally, for see how we can come work together, build a team for one, unify this country, we be done divided and polarized as a result of the war, and two, build a solid foundation for sustainable growth and development, addressing many of the shortfalls in governance where they face this country.
Characteristic that we just outlined, so that I will take on the SLPP, where I will stand up to the other, will protect the people and vote them. Now, until somebody gets them characteristic, they have to go make and qualify for lead the APC for the next elections?
Yes, plus.
Why you say so?
Because for win an election, you need to understand the dynamics of elections and how they are conducted, including how people can attempt to rig it and how to counter it. If you don't understand it, you can have all the support in the world and you can be rigged out of it. Two, in our context, you also need somebody who go boldly stand up against the threats, the intimidations we associated with elections. Three, we need somebody we go able to mobilize everybody, unite everybody, allow everybody to feel say important and they can contribute. So we need that, definitely. We need a fearless person. But beyond that, we also need somebody who get the experience, the stature, the stamina, and the wherewithal for govern from day one. And I think I possess all of these qualities will make me the most suitable person.
You not be one party contender then. You not happen for get the flag bearer position. And again now you don't come out again, they show interest. From 2023 to now, what do you feel say don't change? We go make the delegates them vote for you come next 2026 where una suppose forget on a convention also they go elect a flag bearer.
Oh, a lot has changed. First of all, the dynamics leading up to the 2023 elections don't change. The composition of people will be gang up for ensure a particular outcome. It don't diluted. They are no longer fully in charge. But more importantly, the comrades of the APC don't come to the full realization for say what happened in 2023 in our convention should not have happened.
What's in the happen? We're not supposed to happen.
Well,
and you just
allow.
You just make a statement, say the composition of people we've been gang up for a certain outcome. They're not fully there in charge it.
Yes, again.
Yes, they're not fully there in charge again. So what's in the happen will not be supposed to happen. And other than a set of people that have been gang up forget a particular outcome.
On this station, sometime before the 2023 elections, I've been talk about some of the things we happen from the lower level elections, even from the membership registration, we've been skewed in favor of a particular candidate, to the way we then conduct the lower level elections using lists instead of actually allowing members for make them vote, to even the convention, we even for make I enter the hall on both days I get forfeit. Don't allow me for enter and we go into the elections, then vote for people. We see people them the list where nobody not vet and nobody not verify them. They just they call names, people they can't vote, and at the end of the day, some manipulation take place even inside the hall for help get that outcome. But because of us, the love we party and we country, I was the first to also congratulate. So those things happened. The people, the ITGC, when they be conduct those elections, no longer they in power. We now have a new set of leadership. We don't promise we say there will be a level playing field. So I think it will help. But more importantly, the people where they've been programmed for go vote in a particular direction for a particular person, the majority don't regret their actions. The majority don't even apologize for their actions. And the majority don't become conscientized for belief, say, democracy is about the right choice. And they don't get the opportunity now for correct their mistakes, assess all of we say we aspire, and take an informed decision on who that, in their opinion, be done did it for the party. Who that, in their opinion, don't demonstrate for say, he can lay in life for the APC. Who that, in their opinion, don't demonstrate, say, he can did it for them when they cry. He can did it for them when they laugh. And would that go guarantee victory for the APC come 2028? And I believe, say, if they do an objective assessment in terms of who are ready for take on the SLPP, for defend the APC, for stand for the average APC person, and for advocate for the APC, and lead we into the elections and ensure, say, we get an infrastructure or the architecture for ensure, say, we win. I don't think say anybody don't demonstrate that better than Richard Conte. Therefore, I'm confident, say, then go vote for me and I go win.
Now the Unifier. Since that time to now, this particular slogan, how impactful it don't be, especially inside the APC?
Oh, I think it has been very impactful. I want to make a distinction here between the ordinary APC member out there and maybe the wrangling where they go on at some quarters in the leadership of the APC. When I call myself a unifier, for me, it's not only about APC, it's about Sierra Leone. I realize that this country polarized, divided, and that since there is a need for make Sierra Leoneans, we come together for address one issue, which is Sierra Leone. And when it comes to Sierra Leone, I not believe, say, somebody in tribe, in region, in religion for matter. We are all Sierra Leoneans, we foresee ourselves as brothers, and we foresee possibilities for inclusivity for our work together. So as they go around this country, they preach a message of unity, a message to people if I say, let's come together. We are first of all Sierra Leoneans. After that, whatever party you choose for belong to, that choice. So that is what I've been doing to the best of my ability all over the country. And that is why I continue to engage not only with APCians, but even with SLPP members and independent people. On the other hand, within the leadership of we party, there's a power struggle. We have people within our leadership, we get interests. To me, that is not abnormal. In any political dispensation, we always get people, we get one interest or the other, we go support one candidate over the other. It's normal. So when those things happen, naturally some tensions then there. And since power, that's the way when I go for fed for. So sometimes there are these wranglings and things like that. But I not believe, say, they're insurmountable, because the line of communication is still open amongst we, even the one that we say, want to be flag bearer. We they meet, we they engage, we they interact, and one common thread, we don't day between me and all my colleagues, the way to compete, now that you have the right to contest. You have not committed a crime. It's your own right. You believe in yourself to do it better. But please, let us know that at the end of the day, one person ain't get for win. And when that one person emerge, let we all rally behind that person and work for a better Sierra Leone. When we get a better Sierra Leone, if we party, we become stronger and the people will become happy.
And they are purposely tell for talking to, if you not talk to, pass the crowd like me. When I all been see Dr. Itakonte, where they act as chief minister or chief of staff. When I all witness where they be hold out, now me to get a problem. They get a problem through me. Today, before I say anything on behalf of the super family, I know say this not to the perfect platform where people get, but on the other hand, we get constituency that when this where they can they go all over. On behalf of the super family, I want to come here for openly apologize to the Itakonte for making no work because of me, for making arrested because of me, for letting go to prison because of me, for letting get a stigma that they are blackmail because of me. When at the end, he come out victorious, innocent. If I don't talk this thing, we don't get a dispute. It means the conscience no must have well. The reason why he was arrested is very simple. We former president and the papa and everything. They put us in one open factory. He actually, so we would the whole get that person they qualify for organizing. I'm me happy for open factory about alone. I pray 950 people. They do the investigations. All reports come to the blind people. The Bible says, "Father, you talk, me na policy. This man, you know what he said, you don't go through. When I get a license, here I get a license. Who was that come out? Go lie. And the person he threw last number. As a result, he was arrested and dismissed. Let God give the replacement for that revelation. Amen. I want to say, any side you want me for that, go apologize publicly that the entire activity I'll be here to apologize and tell you that you are not being accused. Because even the court of law don't prove you innocent. On behalf of the family, I will continue for apologize to Dr. Itakonte. Also ask me party structure, the district constituency for helping me and apologize to Itakonte for forgiveness. Thank you.
All right, fumble them. One for say thank you very much to una all. We're able for there so and watch some of the replay of the things and where Dr. Richard Conte, where they aspire for become the flag bearer of the All People Congress. We do a replay of some of the things where it done they talk about in aspiration, what you want for do. Although the main topic where we want for can discuss, we get for do with we want for examine the political and economic situation at Salon. These are things where Dr. Richard Conte don't examine, Dr. Richard Conte don't talk about. We've been just one for come back again, now we all Unifier Hour, for actually talk about them and emphasize them and bring them out so that people are going to know, say, yes, waiting Dr. Conte we don't talk about. It's the truth, and that's not things the way to go on as alone. However, as I've been admonished by we first opening statement, I tell you, I say we'll be facing some technical issues with panelists them. Of course, this is not some of the things that way Dr. Richard Conte they aspire for, so that he will change with internet system na salon. Because we panelists that were there in Freetown, Sierra Leone, not able for join because the internet they give them extreme problem. So for that reason, we'll not be able to get them on board. But that not mean say we go shut the show for this day. We go back again and we say, well, let we play some of the things and where Dr. Richard Conte on the talk about. Some of the interview that we don't take with other journalists them around the globe. One thing where clearly stands out about this man, Dr. Richard Conte, is very consistent. When they on the interview with Liberty, we hear inconsistency on things the way he want for address and why he run. When also even they address the guest them and the October Legacy launching book, where in be a keynote speaker on behalf of Dr. Richard Conte, on behalf of former President Anabai Kowoma. It clearly states some of the things the way he do in governance during in time as a Minister of Trade, and also during in time as Chief Minister, we then call now Chief of Staff, we then call now the Chief Minister. This man eloquently describes some of the things the way he do. We also watch a video when he be in Ghana, where he also explains some of the achievements them or some of the incidents where he been done do when he been there at the Ministry of Trade, some of the things that we do for revamp the ministry, where today we Sierra Leonean with a bluff and with a proud for some of them things and they were been bring up as a Minister of Trade. So with all of this thing, fellow Sierra Leoneans, the delegates of the All People Congress, I want to figure out, I want to think right now, when we they go vote for the flag bearer na the National Delegates Conference where they happen at local, una think this time, una not allow emotions, una think about somebody we don't actually do the job for Salon. Somebody we don't make himself available for help the people of Sierra Leone. Somebody we don't talk on the issues them, even during the time when members of the All People Congress be afraid for Commodities for talk. This man, Dr. Richard Conte, he don't put in your life there. He don't sacrifice himself. He don't come out. He don't challenge issues them we're not all my able for talk about. I want for encourage you now and also ask you now. The only person we fit for this job, this 2026, so to go vote for the flag bearer position, not to no other person but Dr. Richard Conte. This man don't sacrifice himself when there was nothing, when nobody is there to speak for the APC. We don't see this man where they attack him na road with police them, say for enter. We don't see this man here so where he been there na one of the by-election when he not be even there in power because he don't left power a long time ago. But that no stop him. He always tackle and talk about the issues them where the monarch, even the common Sierra Leoneans them. Dr. Richard Conte don't come now weird. He don't talk about the economy. He don't talk about the taxation. He don't talk about so many things there. Well, let me ask you something. This for tell you now say, the man we fit for this job, now Dr. Richard Conte. The man we even SLPP, then they afraid. The man we even if SLPP then say then go do anything 2028, Dr. Richard Conte go definitely stand against any yuki where they happen inside election. Let we vote for Dr. Richard Conte as the flag bearer for the All People Congress because he know about election. He know the tactics where thief man they use for thief election. He also get the mind for talk on issue because nobody no go able for silence him. Because he believes in democracy, freedom of speech is the biggest thing. He believes in democracy, when you they speak, you need to attack somebody on something where you not approve of. Now that Dr. Richard Conte they do. Now the man will go face head to head, toe to toe with the SLPP. So I'd encourage you all today, members of the All People Congress, regional chairman, ward executive, constituency chairman, executive of the All People Congress, the diaspora chamber, the diaspora 6 region, the diaspora district them. Are they ask una today? I want to with the go na that hall na potluck. Una vote for the man where don't prove himself. The man will get the results. The man where it be say, if you read in report card right now, all which they see inside in report card now A+, which is beyond good. The man where he unclean, you go say anything about him, but you no go ever point your finger and something say, now this they don't all for. And this is why he not afraid for tackle issue. The man will be say, if he lead the APC 2026, 2028, going to that election, and not the day behind, but the day before for lead we, for show we the road. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the All People Congress, delegates, executive members, una follow that person where Sabi Road. And the person where Sabi Road, now Dr. Richard Conte. The road is already clear. They don't brush the road for you. You don't need cutlass for brush the road anymore. The road don't clear. We don't pull all the dirty then. All what we need for do now, August 2026, una let we vote. And let we vote the man where sabi the job. The man where we don't do the job before. Where we don't reach now the heights of close to leadership, where we call chief of staff, now then call him chief minister. That man will be don't sit down at that bench day. He see how policy then they happen. He see how government they change. He see how for do something for let the country come together. The man will know how for fix the taxation problem as alone. The man will they can raise tax them to the poor people them, but raise the tax to the gentleman there so that they go pay more because then they make more money. So we they ask una today, this man, he don't put himself out there. He don't make himself available. In na the man, we're ready for the job. In na the man, we sabi the job. So the actual show will be put for now, it not take place. But one for telling us is some of the issues that we don't present today, some of the videos, then the interview, then the discussion, the talks we don't do in a previous interview. They're all there in place because Dr. Richard Conte, now a man we're consistent, now a man we know waiting for you. So a vote for Dr. Richard Conte is a vote for the people of Sierra Leone. Fellow delegates, comrades of the All People Congress, I once again appeal to una, for una think wisely, for una think spiritually, for una think not with emotion, but think with somebody where una know say it go able for make the country, it go able for change the trajectory of we party, it go able for bring back we party into power come 2028. And that's man, now Dr. Richard Conte. I want to say thank you very much for una all we watch with today. Please una not forget for share, una like and comment. We dey see some really good comments there. We dey love them. We want to appreciate una all for taking your own time for una there. So we tweet today inside this 2 hours segment for watch the Unifier Hour. We say thank you very much. With me, the host, Jibwe Koma, and they say tata to una all. Una have a wonderful evening. Una enjoy una day. And please, when you vote, remember for votes for Dr. Richard Conte. Now, the only man we qualify for this job among all the flag bearers there. Now, the only man we know waiting Salon need, waiting APC need. And remember, in name, now the Unifier. Thank you very much. God bless you.